Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. More than a bowl swag bag, there's a chance to finish with a victory in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. It's the Vanderbilt Commodores and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thank you, guys. Checking in with the Florida Atlantic head coach. He is really trying to motivate his team here today to use this opportunity to develop. This is a team that just barely made it into bowl contention, just barely eligible. But getting into a bowl game allows you to have extra practice time. That is extra development time for this young team that looks to make some splashes next year. Coach said, here's our opportunity to prove we can be even better coming up. But it all starts here today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So Florida Atlantic's offense has the ball first today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Messer. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Right back to him on the ground. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
That's caught. It's Messer. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, it's pretty apparent who they want to get the football to on this drive, right? It hasn't mattered where this guy is lined up, which side of the field. That's where the quarterback is throwing it. And the defense now has got to take account of that. What's that, 4 or 5 catches in a row? Crazy. This defense now needs the key on him. They've got to be communicating, hey, the ball's coming here if it's a throw.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick handoff. Could be an alley. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
They add the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Commodores' offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Let's take a look at our impact players. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Alexander. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Carter. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Adams. And he's still running after the move. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Commodores! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The extra point here would tie the game.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
To the air on 2nd down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Looking for more room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Vandy.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the...
Got a little grass. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw, it's Carter. It's complete to the left. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Got it behind the line. It's Connor. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On target over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. He breaks a tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then be able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Farrell. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. That's reeled in. It's Messer. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Still on his feet at the 45. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll give it to him again. On his feet at the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, this guy really has been a bell cow for his offense in this game. They are force-feeding him the football, and he's delivered. Now, after that last run, he's right at 100 yards rushing.
The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with his third possession. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. To the air, it's Carter. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? The Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
They'll run for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Commodores back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And it's right down the boulevard. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Reese, hard not to enjoy the pageantry and the meaning of this great game. And, of course, it helps to have had ourselves an eventful first half in the Armed Forces Bowl. As we take a look at some of the key stats so far, the yardage numbers and the turnover battle, it's probably safe to say the team that wins those categories is going to be the team that comes out on top today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, I did catch up with the Vanderbilt head coach at halftime. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might... If it can change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw in that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the counter. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The sure hands, it's Alexander. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Dropping back, it's Carter. Got out of trouble and throws. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Here's the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Farrell. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using his legs, it's Farrell. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. They're going to ride this running back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Throwing right. He's got it. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. And receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've been running it, but now the pass. Why not trying to get it in? That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it, and they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the fourth quarter.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Pulls it in, it's Alexander. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And about the only thing good that happened on that last pass for the offense, completion percentage went up. Third down got longer. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly. A missed opportunity on that errant pass. The Commodores send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Shakes off the defender. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. One possession game getting late here, and the winner will take a great feeling into the offseason. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Pulls it on the option. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Carter. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. All the way back to the 15. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Handoff to the lone back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Really nice pickup on that that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Back to pass on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Fourth down, gotta have it here. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. On the run, it's Alexander. He'll try to take it back. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll go right back to it. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout, run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Caught, and he's got room. He's got enough for the first down. That ought to do it and should send this team into the offseason feeling good about winning a postseason game. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this